And this exercise is talking about customer service. We are going to listen to someone talk about customer service, then review everything that was said about customer service, and then check your understanding with some comprehension questions. I hope you're ready. So what does she say? Does she say, get this, or about this, or forget this? Take a listen and try not to look at the subtitles.
Here in Japan, you'll be spoiled rotten with customer service. And believe me, when you go back home, you'll be in for a rude awakening. I'm not sure exactly what it's like for you back home, but for me it's completely different to the States. For instance, at my local convenience store here in Osaka, the staff used to ask me if I'd like a fork or chopsticks with my meal. But get this, after I went a few times, the woman there caught on that I'd always ask for chopsticks, unless I'd ordered something with pasta. Then I'd get a fork. Before long, she stopped asking and just gave me the right one. Isn't that wild?
I feel like my face goes really stiff when I'm listening. I don't like watching that part back. Did you catch what she said? She said, get this. Don't worry, we'll find out why. These are the questions we will go through at the end, but pause the video now if you want to take a quick look before we explain everything. So she said, here in Japan, you'll be spoiled rotten with customer service. By the way, all of this, what she says, is completely true if you've never been to Japan. Customer service is way up there. It's fantastic. So what does spoiled rotten mean? It means to be treated really well. There could be negative consequences. So she spoils her grandchildren rotten. It has this idea of it could end up being a bad thing. If someone spoils their children too much, always giving them what they want, they might grow up to be a little bit entitled or greedy, along those lines. You can also say to pamper someone or to treat someone like royalty, your majesty. And believe me, when you go back home, you'll be in for a rude awakening. This is the negative thing that could happen by being spoiled rotten, spoiled way too much in Japan. So a rude awakening is being shocked, finding out the truth, finding out reality. If you think rent is cheap in this city, then you're in for a rude awakening. I think there's a lot of cities like that. So you can also say a reality check. That's also used a lot, so I threw it in there. So, you get treated too well in Japan, you're being spoiled. Then when you go back home, you're gonna be surprised. I'm not sure exactly what it's like for you back home, but for me, it's completely different to the States, the United States. She's just explaining that that's definitely her situation, at least. When she goes back to the United States, she kind of gets surprised that it's quite different. For instance, at my local convenience store here in Osaka, the staff used to ask me if I'd like a fork or chopsticks with my meal. Okay, the for instance, she's saying, is about the good customer service. It's not about being back in the United States or being surprised. Just focusing on the customer service part. I'd like a fork or chopsticks with my meal, okay? But get this, used to get attention when telling something exciting or hard to believe. It's like, you won't believe this. Like, get this. Am I hitting you? Am I high-fiving you? I don't know. But get this, listen. She threw her drink at him and stormed out of the room. Get this is what she did. Can you believe that? She's crazy, yeah. But listen to what I'm about to say, get this. After I went a few times, the woman there caught on that I'd always ask for chopsticks. Unless I'd ordered something with pasta, then I'd get a fork. Okay, get this? She wants you to keep listening. Before long, she stopped asking and just gave me the right one. Isn't that wild? So she's saying, isn't it amazing? They stopped asking. By the way, caught on is to realize something, someone's thoughts or a joke. So if someone has said something to you, you wouldn't say you caught on because it's kind of obvious. This could be like a hidden meaning or a secret, also like a joke or what someone's thinking without saying it. So it took me a while to catch on. Now we also say latch on. That's usually just used for ideas, so not exactly the same meaning there. So the woman realized that I always ask for chopsticks. Unless I ordered something with pasta, then I'd get a fork. So this is a pattern. that the staff is seeing, before long she stopped asking and just gave me the right one without asking. Isn't that wild? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that interesting? All right, let's take a look. What does the speaker think of customer service in Japan? It's pretty clear. You'll be spoiled rotten. So it is so good you will feel spoiled, basically. It's great. Question 2, why did the staff stop asking her what she wanted? Because they caught on. They caught on that she would always ask for chopsticks. So first time, what would you like? Chopsticks. Second time, what would you like? Chopsticks. Okay, she always asks for chopsticks. Unless she's ordering pasta, then she gets a fork. So they saw that pattern and then they just give her what she wants without asking. They remembered. Why was she warning the listener about going back home? This is when she used this phrase, rude awakening. So it's going to be a bit of a shock, a bit of a surprise, because maybe whatever country the listener is from, it's not going to be the same as Japan. You're going to have maybe not rude service, but maybe customer service that's not as good, disappointing, maybe shocking if they're rude, but it's going to be a big difference anyway. That's what she's saying. What's the customer service like where you're from? I'd love to know where you're from. Please let me know in the comments. Have a great day. See you again.